in their entirety. So the Cowboys are starting offense, Coach, only one TD in the preseason.
Yeah, this team here has got to get going here. I like Donovan McNabb, and I like Kyle Shanahan and what he's got to offer. Look at the legs this guy still has it.
Looks young right there, Coach. Looks like he's saying, I got something to prove to everybody.
Nothing wrong with the ankle there. A 17-yard gain to the Cowboys' 27. Then Romo swings it out to Felix Jones.
That's what you want to do. You want to get the ball out of your hands early and into your hands of the playmakers, and that is one of them.
All right, Tony Romo now on the move. Great grab by Roy Williams.
I believe in Roy. Way to go up and get the ball. And Roy can do this. Put Roy in a spot and tell him, go up and get the ball.
All right, David Beeler, though, on for the field goal. The ball sails wide right.
Did anybody say Nick Folk? Did somebody say Nick? That was last year's kicker. The Jets missed a lot of field goals.
The Jets said Nick Folk.
Guys, how about Albert Haynesworth here? That's the defense lineup there, and Haynesworth was furious because he was pulled out of a passing situation.
Let me tell you something. He has a no-win situation. Mike Shanahan has won his first game in Washington his way. Haynesworth is in a no-win situation right now.
So he gets driven off the ball by Andre Gerard and Leonard Davis, but Gerard giving Haynesworth another stiff arm there. Next Cowboys possession, Tony Romo.
That's absolutely, this is what you call playing football, shoulders down, not even thinking about playing it shoulders up. There's nowhere to go. Go down, in the half, let's go into halftime and come back to play another day.
That's terrible. With no time left on the clock.
Great strip by D'Angelo Hall.
Give him credit. Great tackle, great strip, and he gets it in for the end zone, and he does the dance. So he's officially on Let's Go Prime Time.
Did he high-step it there?
Yes, he did. That's automatic.
All right, Graham Gano's kick here is good, but Orlando Scandrick called for offside, so the kick nullified. Sloppy play in this one, absolutely. All right, a couple of plays later on a 2nd and 7, it's McNabb looking for Santana Moss. Picked off by Terrence Newman, but there's a flag on the play.
I've seen you do this quite a bit,
yeah. He's got him. I would never do such a thing. They would have never thrown at me down in this area.
Newman wraps up Moss there for illegal contact. And so Gano's going to try for another field goal, but Josh Bidwell can't handle the snap.
The elementary things of football. You got to be able to snap it, catch it, kick it, hold it.
Cowboys still down 10-0 in this ball game. Tony Romo to Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant didn't play at all in the preseason. 8-yard gain right there. And Miles Austin getting the big contract extension, and why not?
And showed that he deserves what he got. Probably deserves a little bit more than that, to tell you the truth. Miles Austin showed up to play football today.
So Tony Romo and the Cowboys cutting the deficit to 10-7. McNabb to Santana Moss. 10 yards to the 41. 4:46 left in this one. And Larry Johnson is going to get dropped by DeMarcus Ware, who is injured on the play.
Keep your head up, kids watching this. Keep your head up. See what you hit and hit what you see.
And good news, Ware walking off the field on his own power. A couple of plays later on a 1st and 15. How about Clinton Portis?
He looked like Clinton Portis of old, the Clinton Portis that came from Denver. He's back in that cutback system, and I think that's the best system for him.
Did he come from the U?
Yes, he did.
Wade Phillips had 3 timeouts there, decided not to use it. 2 minutes remaining, and Trent Williams called for a false start. 3rd and 7 now. It's McNabb looking for Roydell Williams. And that pass is incomplete, so the Redskins added a 49-yard field goal up 13-7. Mike Shanahan looking to get the home victory. Cowboys trying to come back. Romo to Dez Bryant for 15 yards. Michael, your assessment of him?
Man, it's his first game out there. He caught 8 passes for 56 yards. Now, that's a lot of catches for your first game in quite a while.
Buck 13 left. Romo to Bryant, 13 yards.
Wait till he get in shape and game ready.
And now it's Romo with time to Miles Austin, but it's picked off by Carlos Rogers.
They got two formidable corners, really three with the addition of Phillip Buchanan. These guys can go after the football. That's why this defense is so good.
He couldn't pull it down, so Tony Romo accompanied with another shot, and it's Romo to Austin. And Austin eats up the middle, 30 yards, down to the 13-yard line. Cowboys take their second timeout. 8 seconds left, 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. It's Romo for Ogletree, incomplete.
Here we go.
So
Last
the
chance
Cowboys
water
with
hole.
one last shot here, 3 seconds left. And Romo looking in the end zone. Steps
Keep it
up,
alive.
gets out of
Fling it in
trouble.
there. Oh, boy.
Touchdown, Roy Williams.
Hold on. Hold on.
Know something's wrong.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my goodness.
You see how he even...
Is this wrestling?
Now I see. Do you think this still on Jason Garrett when your boy blocking like this?
Yeah.
Alex Barrett called for the hold. Redskins and Donovan McNabb, they win it 13-7. The Cowboys in their home opener here.
Talking about me like that over there.
Trying to avoid an 0-2 start for the first time since 2001. Tony Romo looking for Miles Austin. Charles Tillman is there, and DJ Moore with the pick.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach. You're a little high on that ball, man. When you take that, boy, if you're Miles Austin, you like to try to catch that ball on your body, but he did everything he could to catch that ball.
And as a return man, welcome to the big leagues, my young lad.
So pretty seeing 88 in a Cowboy uniform. Just running down the field like that. Just running down the field.
62 yards for the touchdown on the punt return. Here come the Bears. So Jay Cutler to Devin Hester. 19 yards there. And it's Cutler to Olsen over the middle. Olsen with a little speed, Prime.
This is one thing that Cutler did well all day. He hit the hot reads. Whenever Dallas wanted to blitz, he found the open man.
39-yard touchdown strike up 10-7. Romo to Roy Williams.
Oh,
All right, that's good.
Roy.
Hang on to the ball, Roy.
Smart job. Caught that.
Easy touchdown.
Cowboys up 14-10. Jay Cutler coming right back to Johnny Knox. He can throw that ball, huh?
Man, and what a great play design by Mike Marks. Devin Hester from the U catches that touchdown. Greg Olsen from the U catches the other. Man, that stuff looks good.
Bears on top 20-14 at the break, 20-17 now. It's Romo to Jason Witten. 23 yards. Left the game with a head injury.
Time to go have a conversation with the quarterback about those throws.
So here comes David Beeler. 44 yards. No good. And so the Cowboys 3, and on the very next play, with the touch to Matt Forte.
How about a running back out there, Michael, playing wide receiver? Throw him a fade, why don't you?
Does such a great job. Reminds us of Marshall Faulk.
The competitor, Jay Witten, there trying to get back on the football field, but to no avail. And
Get down,
get
down.
The medical staff. Roy Williams stacked up, stripped again. Brian Urlacher with the recovery. And so the Cowboys, they fall to 0-2 for the first time since 2001, 27-20 the final. If you go 0-3,
it's over.
It hasn't been a team since 2000 to actually make it to the playoffs. All right, so let's take it to Dallas, taking on the Texans here, second quarter. How about the play of Arian Foster this year?
He's been the surprise guy. Undrafted rookie free agent last year on the practice squad. He's leading the league in rushing. This guy can scoot.
21 yards on the first down there, 2nd and 10. No way Andre Johnson was going to miss this matchup with a bum ankle.
Does everything, goes up the field to make the D plays, catches the short plays, but even runs screen because this guy can run after catch.
Led to a Neil Racker's field goal. Tony Romo to Roy Williams for a 21-yard gain and a first down. Long Cowboys drive here, 12th play of the drive. And it's Romo to Miles Austin, who came into this game as one of the top 2 leading receivers in the NFL.
He's a nightmare to cover, Michael. He's strong when you play. He's strong, and he can run great routes, and he just is tough to take down.
Led to a Marion Barber field goal. DeMarcus Ware a field day today, Coach.
Yeah, Dwayne Brown missing, suspended for 4 games. They got a sub now. Rashad Butler and DeMarcus Ware kept coming with 3 sacks today.
Schaub looking deep for Johnson. Mike Jenkins is there, Prime.
You normally see receivers do this to the cornerback, but this time the cornerback is cutting the receiver's route off. Great play by Michael Jenkins and great catch.
Frustration receiver.
Ensuing Cowboys possession. There's another 88 Dallas, Michael.
Man, this guy here, they kept putting the ball up, just starting to come into his own. Now, only his second week really playing football. Yes, Bryant's going to be a beast for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Bryant with 4 catches, 50 yards. A couple of plays later, 1st and 10. It's Romo to Williams.
Believe in Roy. That's the key right there. If you can get this kind of production out of Roy Williams, then the Dallas Cowboys can start saying, we are what we said we were.
Cowboys are on top, 17-3.
You mean to tell me this guy was on the practice squad a year ago, Coach?
Running the zone play. You get one cut, and then you got to go. Big run by Arian Foster.
107 yards on the ground for Foster. A bad job rolling out the other way to Owen Daniels. Daniels puts the ball on the ground. Jacoby Jones is there for the touchdown. But the call overturned. He was obviously downed before the ball popped out. So Schaub on 3rd and goal. Keith Brookett.
Oh, great call by Wade Phillips. Giving him his credit. You criticize him when he does it. Give him his credit. Great defensive call.
All right, that led to a Rackers field goal, 17-6. Romo to Williams.
Talked about the chemistry not being there. This is what chemistry is when you watch this play. Roy Williams does a great job sticking him outside. Now look at where this ball is thrown. On his back hip, right between both guys, gives Roy an opportunity to do just this, go all the way to the goal line. That's called a touchdown, people. Roy Williams scored.
We've seen enough. And then we play more games.
Let's go do this
thing.
thing.
Down to Dallas. Dallas has won their last 5 games coming off a bye. Vince Young and Titans with something to say about it. Looking for both safe there, but Kenny Britt gets a touchdown reception. Titans on top 17-3. All right, here come the Cowboys. Tony Romo looking for Miles Austin. It is picked off by Vincent Fuller. Or is it? The booth reviewed it, and they overturned it.
Yeah,
it is ruled incomplete.
That was a catch.
Yeah, but he has to make, Miles Austin has to make that play early.
So the Cowboys hold on to the football. And how about the way Williams has been playing?
The last 2 games, he's been a beast.
He has played very well last couple games.
27 yards down to the 6. It's right there to Williams again.
We talked about in Dallas, these two finally starting to find chemistry, and that's a good thing.
17-10 at the break. 3rd quarter now. 3rd and 4. It is Romo to Miles Austin. That's your receiver going up and making a play.
Yeah, against 2 guys. You got the corner and the safety trying to squeeze him a little bit. He goes up in between to make a big play. That's why he got the new contract.
As much as receivers talk and beg for footballs, throw the ball, I don't care if I double team. That's what Miles said. He made the play anyway.
A couple of Cowboy possessions later, Romo looking for Martellus Bennett, and it's picked off by Michael Griffin. That would hurt because the Cowboys would have gone on top.
You're in the red zone. You can't turn the ball over in the red zone.
All right, on the very next play, Tennessee going for it all. And Dion, why not?
You might as well. 8 guys in the box, 1-on-1 outside, middle of the field wide open. It was a cover 4. Great route and great catch.
All right, so Kenny Britt thinks he has a touchdown, but Wade Phillips threw out the challenge flag, and there you can see Mike Jenkins clearly had a hand on it.
Down by contact.
So it ended up leading to a Rob Baronis field goal. Titans on top 20-17. 4th quarter now. Game tied at 20. Picked off by Alter and Burnham.
And when you throw the ball to the outside, whether it's an out or a flat route, you cannot be late.
And Chris Johnson got in from there, 27-20. Cowboys coming back. Great toss to Roy Williams, who gets both feet down.
Man, Roy had a phenomenal day again today. You can see Roy starting to feel pretty good about the way he's playing football.
4th and 2 right now. Huge play for the Cowboys. Miles Austin is there. It's a 7-yard gain.
He's the go-to guy. You got to know he's going to run an inside route. He can do it with the best of them.
On the next play, it is Romo to Jason Witten, who gets in.
Tied up with 4 minutes left.
But watch, he gives the ball to Mark Colombo for his.
Oh, you can't do that. You didn't know this rule.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. He's backs him up 15 yards on the kickoff. How about Mark Mariani?
That's a swing kickoff, and here it goes.
He goes. Hold it up.
No, he won't. With all that Dallas has gone through, they finally tie the game up after starting poorly and then give up this long kickoff return and then this touchdown. It tells you exactly what the season has been for the Dallas.
Johnson gets in. He goes to the star like T.O. right there. All right, the ensuing Cowboys possession, 34-27. It is Romo to Witten on a 3rd and 9, but Witten can't squeeze it.
You got to come back and get that ball. You got to come back and make that. You got to make that catch.
All right, buck 59, 4th and 9. Romo.
Miles.
Will Witherspoon Didn't matter.
And they're sitting and waiting. They know at this point he loves Witten, and they're going to have that blankie in their hands.
Cowboys a couple of timeouts left, so Chris Johnson on a 3rd and 6 only picks up 2 yards. Cowboys get the ball back after a Tennessee punt. Romo is picked off here by Stephen Tulloch. So the Tennessee Titans going to Dallas to get a big victory. Cowboys are now 1-3. They lose at 34-27. 1, 2, 3, and 1 teams. Let's take it to Minnesota for Randy Moss.
That's a man.
Welcome
Back
home.
in Minnesota.
So, man.
Brett Favre and company trying to get to just 2-3 on the year. And both teams are scoring points off turnovers early as Adrian Peterson can't handle the Favre exchange. Favre credited with the fumble. And so the Cowboys take it over on the Vikings 48. And Tony Romo to Roy Williams off the deflection.
Yeah, Roy's been pretty darn good now the last 3 games. Michael, maybe he's listening to you a little bit.
Making a lot of plays and scoring a lot of touchdowns. That makes all the difference.
And how about Miles Austin?
Yeah, he gets a penalty. Huh?
That's right.
Jeez.
Second week straight.
All right, so the Vikings ended up punting on the next Cowboys possession. It's E.J. Henderson, who had a huge game.
Weak side blitz coming in on the play. Tony Romo tried to get rid of the ball, and it just didn't work out like he expected. Hitting one of the guys in the helmet with the ball.
Grindstone Cowboy. You got to block that guy, don't you?
It's almost as if Doug Free didn't know the snap count, didn't hear the snap count. Romo saying, give me some help. Favre down the ensuing possession to Greg Camarillo.
But Favre made some nice throws today, boy. If anything was wrong with that elbow, something needs to be wrong with it the next time he plays.
All right, game tied up at 7, second quarter now. The next Cowboys possession, it is Romo to Miles Austin. No one's there, and Austin is gone 68 yards. But wait a minute.
There's a problem with this. Michael Irvin would never tell you there was something wrong with him. But watch that right hand. That push off right there was able to clear him, and the referee, the officials caught it.
All right, so the Cowboys ended up punting on the drive. They get the football back. Romo, big scramble here on a 3rd and 7, picks up 14 for a first down.
You play man-to-man now. Nobody's on the quarterback. You can run all day.
You'll never fool Romo for a sprinter, but he can get it done moving out of the pocket.
2nd and goal, Romo to Williams. Williams' 2nd touchdown of the day. And the Cowboys are on top 14-7.
Done a great job finding Roy Williams in the back of the end zone in spots where Roy can point up and catch that ball.
Opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, and Percy Harvin with the start.
Here he goes again.
95 yards for the touchdown. Game tied up at 14. And there was more from Brett Favre and the Vikings. Favre now, everybody wanted to see how the number 4 to number 84 connection would play. 18-yard gain right there.
Get up. You're all right.
Yeah, hurt there.
Boom! Favre rocked by Igor Olshansky. Moss, 5 catches for 55 yards. All right, the next Vikings possession. Favre, somehow a little magic right there.
Just like you draw it up. Now you take it off the turf and you throw it to Kleinshoff.
All right, that's right for a first down and led to a Adrian Peterson touchdown. A little inspiration right here for Des Bryant from Ray Sherman.
You got to keep your composure. The thing that we least need is you losing your composure. Keep your focus, all right? Because there's going to be an opportunity and time is going to come where you got to make a play.
Bryant did not have a catch at that point until now. 3rd and 11, and Romo on a dime, and Bryant holds on.
You know, you hear people talk about what goes on the sidelines, and you see Miles Austin there saying, all right, let's get this right that time. But that young kid right there, he's a competitor. I like hearing a coach tell him, hey, stay in the game because we're going to need you.
21 all, and Romo just flat out didn't see E.J. Henderson right there.
He started on the blitz and then he retreated. Romo didn't see him. It's his 2nd pick of the night.
So the Vikings trying to make something happen on 3rd and 12, but Favre incomplete to Randy Moss. Ryan Longwell knocked home a field goal. 24-21, Minnesota on top. Romo now on a 3rd and 5 to Bryant. He cannot hold on.
Look tentative there.
Yeah, that's something.
Hey!
It's the way it looks. That fear is real. That fear is real. You just got to try to overcome it and catch the ball.
Okay.
Favre looking for Greg Lewis there on a 3rd and 6.
Same thing as killed Dallas all alone. Kills him now, Dion.
Keep an eye on the right arm, and he grabbed and pulled it down. Is a great call.
Michael Jenkins called for pass interference, so this is Dallas's last hope here. And Des Bryant, rather than just falling down here with 25 seconds left, trying to make something happen, and he makes it worse.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's trying to catch a punt and go for it, and he's trying to make something happen.
Vikings win it 24-21. Brett Favre and company now 2-3. They need all the help they can get, no doubt about it, at 1-5. Let's show you the complete game highlights. Cowboys looking to avoid that 1-5 start. And the Giants looking to separate themselves from the pack in the NFC East. Opening New York possession, Eli Manning trying to find Steve Smith, picked off by Terrence Newman. And guys, at this point, Dallas had the juices flowing. They looked good. A short field as Newman returns it 30 yards all the way to the Giants' 5-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they were off to the start they needed to be off to in order to win a game finally.
Cowboys taking advantage. Tony Romo finding Jason Witten for the 4-yard strike, and the Cowboys in business with the early 7-0 lead. Not even 90 seconds having elapsed off the clock. Ensuing Giants possession. Eli Manning's pass intended for Hakeem Nicks, picked off Gerald Sensabaugh at the Giants' 26. Sensabaugh returns it 8 yards to the 18-yard line. And Wade Phillips is like, oh, you got it going on. Dallas fans were revved up. The building was nice and loud. 10-0 Dallas at this point. But then the Giants starting to show some life. But boy, as quickly as Dallas built up their lead, it was that quick that the Giants struck back.
Yeah, remember, it was 0. They got the second interception. They only got a field goal out of it to make it 10-0. And the Giants strike back. There's Hakeem Nicks catching the touchdown pass from Eli Manning.
7-yard scoring strike. 10-7 Dallas. After one. Second quarter, 3 possessions later for Dallas after recovering a Brandon Jacobs fumble. Romo to Miles Austin for the 14-yard gain to the 29-yard line. Romo, however, would go down on this play. We'll take another look. Romo driven into the ground by Michael Boley.
There's nothing illegal about it. He got there in the proper time, took him down, and Tony Romo, unfortunately, the brunt of all on his left shoulder.
Well, and you know, the problem here is the fullback, Chris Gronkowski. This is a simple blocking assignment. He is responsible for Michael Boley, whether he comes inside or outside. He doesn't look at him, and he lets him come right through the B gap. That's the gap between the center or the guard and the tackle. And there's your franchise quarterback walking through the bar into the locker room.
Not the sight that the Cowboys fans were hoping. A fractured left clavicle. Romo certainly would not return, so John Kitna would replace him. Giants punting on their ensuing possession. Matt Dodds to Dez Bryant. And the rookie would have a big night, despite the fact that it was a tough night for the Cowboys. Bryant, from the 7, takes it 93 yards to the house. Second punt return for the touchdown of the season in Cowboys history. Second longest, I should say, in Dallas history. So the Cowboys up 20-7. Giants ensuing possession. Manning deep to Steve Smith, who makes the catch in between Newman and Sensabaugh, 32 yards.
Look at him go up and high point at Jim and take it away from the 2 defensive backs.
Take another look here as Manning 3 plays later. 7th play of the drive. Manning finds Nicks for the 8-yard touchdown. Nicks' 3rd career multi-touchdown game. Giants cutting the deficit to 20-14. Here was Ahmad Bradshaw, 22-yard pickup down to the Dallas 22-yard line with about 2 and change left in the second. 3 plays later, 6th play of the drive, 2nd and short. Manning to Steve Smith for the 14-yard strike. And the New York Giants, just like that, coming back to take a 1-point lead. Start of the 3rd quarter, Tony Romo in street clothes for the rest of the night. A fractured left clavicle. So John Kitna, a man who had not taken a snap in a regular season game since 2008, taking over the reins. 3rd quarter, 1st and 10. Kitna's pass batted down by Justin Tuck. 2 plays later, 3rd and 8. Kitna's pass intended for Witten is incomplete. The Cowboys forced the punt.
Momentum totally shot from that 20-7 start. The Giants now steadily in control.
Ensuing Giants possession. Manning to Mario Manningham makes the nice little cut. Gets a nice block by Chris Snee to free himself. 25-yard touchdown. Manning's 4th career game with 4 touchdowns.
You could talk about Tony Romo being out, but how about how disappointing the Dallas defense was tonight?
Couldn't get any stops at any point in this game. Ensuing Dallas possession, Kitna overthrows Dez Bryant. Cowboys did not convert a 3rd down through 3 quarters as Kitna is booed off the field. Ensuing Giants possession, 2nd and 15. Manning finds Hakeem Nicks 20 yards to the 30-yard line. Next play, 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 30. Jacobs 30 yards inside the 20, barreling his way into the end zone. No one bringing Jacobs down to the field as the Giants extend their lead to 38-20. 31 unanswered points. At that point, Wade Phillips can't believe what he's seeing as the Giants would stave off a late little Dallas rally. 41-35 is your final score on Monday Night Football. Eli Manning, 4 pass touchdowns. That ties his career high. Did throw 3 interceptions in the game, but the New York Giants off to a 5-2 start. The Dallas Cowboys a miserable 1-5.
Let's go to Dallas.
Why? Why are we going to Dallas?
Train wrecks.
Ain't nobody want to go to Dallas.
I mean, Tony Romo out. Oh gosh, he looked like a fighter.
Yeah, having a lot of fun over there.
And David Garrard had quite a day. Finds Mike Sims Walker to erase a Dallas Cowboy lead that essentially for the rest of the day, as Wade watched Kitna struggle with 4 interceptions. Garrard didn't miss a beat. He was 10 for 10 in the first half.
Well, what happens is he's getting protected. He's throwing, and stepping into his throws. People have separation on the defenders. Things are happening well for these guys.
Mercedes Lewis with the 42-yard touchdown, and then they decide to go for the touchdown right before half, and Kitna collides with Marion Barber. Can't get it in for the second time, knocking on the door, and the Jaguars turn the Cowboys away with no points right before the half. Talk about a deflating way to walk into the locker room. It's 14-3 opening the third quarter, and here's Mike Thomas popping it in the end zone. 15-yard score, 21-3 Jacksonville. Ensuing Cowboys possession.
You like to call an old man.
Kitna to Roy Williams. It's the Fred Sanford. Picked by Derek Cox on the tip drill there. Second pick of the day for Derek Cox. That would lead to another Garrard hookup with Mercedes Lewis. Garrard finished 17 of 21, 260 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also ran one in.
Those linebackers can't cover a lick.
There was a sign up there. Basically, the Texas Rangers have more wins in October than the Dallas Cowboys. It's a disaster at 1-6 right now in Dallas.
And it is more of the same for Big D.
He's good.
Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers and company trying to assert themselves in the NFC North. First quarter, remember, John Kitna playing for the injured Tony Romo. Looking for Miles Austin. Great job, Dion, by Sam Shields.
Great play by Shields. Young guy getting the body inside, going up and making a play, coming down with the ball. Great play by the young corner.
So here come the Packers. 5th play of the drive on a 3rd and 6. Aaron Rodgers. He can move now out of the pocket.
Yeah, he beats you with his arms, but right here, he can do this. He's not what we will talk about later, Michael Vick, but he can make plays.
27 yards for the first down. Second quarter, same drive. It's Rodgers to Brandon Jackson, and Jackson with little difficulty getting into the end zone. Packers on top, 7-0, and there was more. A whole lot more. Next Packers possession. It is Rodgers looking for James Jones. Coach 31 yards. The penalty there on Newman, but the completion counts.
Yeah, it starts with great protection in the pocket and great location with the throw.
1st and goal from the 2. Jackson moves the crowd for the touchdown. It's his 2nd touch in the game. Now the Packers extend their lead to 14-0. Cowboys challenge, but the ruling on the field was upheld. All right, here come the Packers again. Rodgers to Greg Jennings.
Jenkins been victimized all year, and they're taking advantage of him every opportunity they get.
33 yards. 2nd and goal now. Rodgers to Greg Jennings. Touchdown. Packers on top, 21-0.
These highlights brought to you by the Green Bay Packers.
And on the ensuing kickoff here, it's Brian McCann. 15 yards before Jared Bush rips it out. Nick Collins is in the end zone, and he was clearly down. But Wade Phillips and company, they had no timeouts left, so they couldn't challenge Michael.
When you're having a tough year like this stuff happens to you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, Coach. It's just you sit in the game and keep saying, wow, I can't believe this is happening.
28-0, Green Bay on top. Kicking it out of Des Bryant.
Yep, now Des Bryant is still playing hard, even though it's a tough season for the Cowboys. Great catch by Des.
Great example here, Michael, of another great catch by Des for the touchdown. Packers on top, 28-7 at the break.
And this is what you'd start doing if you're the Dallas Cowboys. Let's start working on getting our guys some reps. Guys like the Des Bryant.
John Kitna sacked by Charles Woodson. Luckily, Felix the Cat Jones there for the recovery. And Jerry Jones not at all pleased with what he is seeing from the sweet level. All right, the Packers now. On a 2nd and 8, it's Rodgers to Jordy Nelson getting in the mix.
There's a back shoulder throw on a seam route. Not on the sidelines. This is up the seam.
There's great chemistry between the quarterback and receiver.
Rodgers now dumps it off to James Jones. And Michael Jenkins.
Michael Jenkins on that play.
I think he made a business decision.
I think everyone in Dallas tweeted me and around the country about that play by Michael Jenkins.
Meanwhile, Gerald Sensabaugh was trying to pull the ball out and get a strip for a fumble. It just kept getting worse here.
These highlights brought to you by the Green Bay Packers.
What do you call him right there?
That's called an MVP. That's what that's called.
Mark Sapp calls him bloodline.
Clay Matthews is gone for a touchdown, and it is an embarrassing 45-7. Jason Garrett with his first game as the Cowboys interim head coach. Cowboys down 3-0. John Kitna dead. Ryan.
Does anybody need to say anything when you watch this guy go? He goes up for a football.
Nice follow through, Jason Garrett.
All receivers. Look at this.
It was ruled incomplete. There you saw Jason Garrett with the challenge flag, but no doubt that was a touchdown. It was overturned. Extra point was blocked. Cowboys on top 6-3. Second quarter, Terrence Newman and Mike Jenkins shaken up. So it's a 9-3. Eli Manning looking for hotkeys. Knicks. Brian McCann, the backup. He's in. And he's gone.
Trips away, corner. You got to know there's an inside route coming. This young fella had his notebook and his notepad, and he studied this Giants offense. Great play, young fella.
101 yards on the pick for the touchdown. Cowboys up 16-3. They led 19-6 at the break. Third quarter, lights out.
Everybody shot.
But play continuing here at the New Meadowlands Stadium. So a 3rd and 10. Lights kind of halfway out. And it's John Kitna dumping it off to Felix Jones.
The lineman out front.
Lights out and the Giants got sleepy.
And then watch the speed.
He is just simply faster than everybody else. Roy Williams gets in the way. Escort him into the end zone.
If he's fast, Roy's pretty fast too.
100-meter champion.
71 yards right there. Jason Garrett all smiles.
What year?
And the Giants defense trying to figure out what the issues are. All right, so here come the Giants now, and it's Manning to Hicks.
It's another
big giant hits.
Another beast of a guy, man. Natural receiver. No matter
all
where
in the
you
number,
throw
Mike.
football,
All these 88s running around.
That they know to wear 88, so I can say what he looks just like Mike.
Newman credit for coming back in the game.
Game was delayed another 12 minutes because a transformer blew. And now once the game continues, it's Manning to Mario Manningham. So the Giants are down 26-13. You kept having this feeling, okay, here come the Giants.
Yeah.
But then the Cowboys would turn it up. Kick that to Roy Williams.
Give him credit, Mike. He's been balling and he's been consistent.
And remember,
all
they
season.
played together in Detroit. On the very next play, it's Kitna to Miles Austin. Bang! Ooh, 24 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, post corner, post Miles Austin, man. What a route and a throw by John Kitna.
33-13. Giants defensive coordinator
Like I'm
Perry
calling everything. What can I
and
do?
Tom Coughlin having
I can't
words.
play for him. What can I do?
Can't tackle for him.
Giants coming back. It's Manning to Kevin Boss, who's
Wide open. Go to the pylon. Yeah.
How do you get that open in NFL, Coach?
You got a busted coverage right there.
33-20. So you say, okay, all right, Giants starting to come back. Fourth quarter. 4th and inches at the 42. Brandon Jacobs is not.
No, sir. Now, here is where you see the difference with Jason Garrett walked on there and Wade Phillips. That was energy from the Cowboys.
And Kitna rolls right, looking for Des Bryant, but Deion Grant is there.
I understand, kid, that Dez Bryant was having a great game. You want to give him an opportunity, but that was a bad decision.
2nd and 5 now for the Giants. Manning to Hakeem Nicks, who's in for the touchdown, 48 yards, but there's a penalty on the play.
They were battling each other. Hakeem Nicks and my man Dez Bryant. It was the battle of the 88s.
And Kevin Booth called for holding right there. They're going to call that.
That's
every
a
time.
single leg takedown.
That's an arm drag takedown in wrestling.
And even though the ball was gone, the flag still came out. 2nd and 15 now.
Geez.
Bad snap from Seibert, and Manning can't squeeze it. Anthony Spencer there for the recovery. And so the Cowboys looking to ice it right now. David Beeler on from 35 yards away to put this one in the book.
Wanted to make it a 3-possession game. No, wide to the right.
And Jason Garrett still smiling, clapping. All right, Giants now. And it's Manning to Mario Manning in for a 5-yard gain. Terrence Newman and Gerald Sensabaugh yelling at each other after the play. Teammates had to break them up, so the Cowboys were forced to use the timeout.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. I want some fire. No matter where it's going and where it's headed, just give up fire.
There it is right there.
Eli Manning able to get away. And he finds Bradshaw and gets away.
Man, boy, right there, Bradshaw, man. Just runs so hard when he gets the football in his hand. He inspires everybody that's watching.
3rd and 10 now. Manning looking for Manningham.
Great play.
Picked off by Allen Ball.
He anticipated this. He was looking at Eli all the way, and Eli was eyeballing his receiver.
33 out of 48, 373 yards for Peyton Manning Cowboys. So they win it.
History to have 30 interceptions. Let's go to Dallas. It's the home debut of interim head coach Jason Garrett taking on the Lions.
Man.
And that's Des Bryant. He is a playmaker.
He's turning into
He's a playmaker of the first sort. Right. A-list playmaker in this league. John Kitna, before the end of the half, hands off to Felix Jones, who puts the ball on the turf. Kyle Vandenbosch hits him. DeAndre Levy recovers, and Nate Burleson turned that pick and that turnover into points. So it's 12-7 after the Lions get a safety when Brian McCann takes the ball on a punt, even though John Wendling tipped it for the Lions. It's a live ball for Dallas to pick up and run back for a touchdown.
This is a smart play because the ball is not down just because you tip it. It's a rule of first touch. That's not down yet. You got to tip it down. You got to down it with a whistle on the official. McCann made a heads-up play 2 games in a row.
Game-changing play. He had the 101 pick 6 last week on Eli Manning. Same score with the Cowboys up 14-12. It's Miles Austin in the end zone.
Milk cart.
21-12. Sean Hill had a nice game, 289 yards. Here's a nice touchdown.
That's
to Calvin Johnson.
Caught it all the way. The process was nice.
So the Lions are in this thing 21-19, but don't sleep on the Kitna revenge.
Kitna is good, man. He can play.
The Packers would probably say otherwise. 28-19 is the score there. And Kitna, untouched, rolling out. Get it in, John. That's a 29-yard bootleg. And the Cowboys are 2-0 under Garrett.
Say hello to Sterling Sharp and Kurt Warner. Guys, a thriller just ended in Dallas. So let's take you to Cowboy Stadium for the highlights. Jason Garrett trying to get the Cowboys to a 3-0 mark, his interim head coach. Let's get right to the drama. 20-6 in the third quarter. Saints on top. Miles Austin, where was this at the first half of the season, Sterling?
We just didn't know he could run that far that fast, but great blocking on the outside to spring him for the touchdown.
60-yard touchdown. Cowboys now within 7 points. Saints on top 20-13. 23-13. Reggie Bush playing for the first time since week 2. Back with a broken fibula. And he fumbles. Leon Williams is there with the recovery.
We know the big plays that Reggie Bush is going to give this offense down the stretch, but he also has a tendency to do that every once in a while.
4th and goal for the Cowboys. It's Marion Barber twisting in. And the Saints now lead by just 3, 23-20. Garrett and company fired up. 4th quarter now. 3rd and 6. Drew Brees. The pass is tipped and picked. Gerald Sensabaugh is there. Can the Cowboys rally? 7 plays later on a 3rd and goal, Tashard Choice pushes his way in. Dallas on a 21-6 run. They lead 27-23. Here come the Cowboys. Roy Williams from Kitna, his former QB in Detroit, but Malcolm Jenkins with a great play. The strip, and the Saints get it back. Could have been the game winner right there.
Should have been the game winner right there. Roy did everything right except secure the football.
So here come the Saints, defending Super Bowl champs, on a 3rd and 10. Gutsy, Kurt, or was it wide open?
Well, big play, but he saw Meacham beat him quickly. Drew, with that accuracy, just drops it right in there.
55 yards to Robert Meacham, and then Lance Moore there for the 12-yard touchdown. 30-27. How about David Beeler? He hit one from 53 yards earlier, but he can't knock it down from 59. Hey, perform like this in back-to-back games. So Manning and company hoping to snap a 2-game losing streak. Tashard Choice playing, Marion Barber inactive, and Choice more than up for the challenge. 20 yards there for the touchdown. Cowboys on top 7-0.
Little life.
But, Coach, this was the beginning of a long day for number 18.
Yeah, it wasn't, his day. He was forcing the ball. Didn't seem like he saw defenders at times and ended up throwing it to the other team much too often.
And, Michael, here's another example of that, this time looking for Blair White. What is the issue here is Orlando Scandrick picks it off.
And, this is the part that is amazing when you're talking about Peyton Manning. Not that he's throwing interceptions, but that he's missing guys. He's not seeing the defense. This is what has been his specialty since he's been in the league. But it is a beautiful play by Scandrick.
The one thing, though, we know, Prime, about Peyton, he's always going to keep coming. Here he finds Pierre Garçon.
He is relentless. He threw that ball before Garçon even came out of his break. That's timing, that's chemistry, that's knowing what to do in the right moment.
17-7 Dallas at the break, third quarter. It is Manning to Reggie Wayne for the 34-yard touchdown, and all of a sudden, Colts are down by just 3. He's from the U.
He's from the U, Coach.
All right, they're down 20-14. You just cannot have these type of turnovers. They swing games. This time it's Sean Lee.
Sean Lee from Penn State now reads the quarterback's eyes. It's a little stick nod by Blair White. Another interception, pick 6.
Both Sean Lee and Orlando Scandrick getting their first career interceptions returned for touchdowns. And you saw him there talking to Blair White as if that was Blair White's fault, but that's all Peyton.
That's all Peyton. And Coach, you're right. Hearing you say Sean Lee's a rookie, young guy, reading Peyton's eyes, that sounded crazy, but that's exactly what happened.
But he does have Reggie Wayne, who made a great 40-yard grab there. And then Todd Smith
right now
blocks a punt here and recovers it in the end zone. So Javaris James had a 1-yard touchdown after that Reggie Wayne catch. And then the Colts go up 28-27 here. And Tashard Choice, though, maybe the Cowboys have found a main man in the backfield.
They got to find a way to get this guy involved more. He's explosive, and he knows what to do with the ball.
He was a stop short of the goal line here at his first career 100-yard game.
He was serious.
So on the next play, the Cowboys they're going to kick a field goal here. And David Beeler knocks it down, but there is a penalty on the play. Eric Foster is called for leverage. You cannot do this. You cannot step onto an offensive lineman there and leapfrog, try and get a leg up.
That's not his vertical?
No can do.
Can't do it in extend.
And just in case, here's the rule. Rule 12. Section 3, Article 1, placing a hand or hands on a teammate or opponent to gain additional height in the block or attempt to block an opponent's kick. You can't do it.
Can't do it.
And so the Cowboys get another crack at the end zone. And it's kicked out of Jason Witten.
Look at Kitten to check the front side. Mooch is not there. And he goes all the way through his check, all his progressions, go to the backside, and Jason Witten ran a great route.
Cowboys go for 2, get it. They lead 35-28. But there's 2:27 left for Peyton Manning. And how about the job that Reggie Wayne did on this drive, Michael? You can tell they've spent years together.
Yeah, Reggie 200 yards today. And you're talking about Peyton doesn't have anybody to throw to. He has Reggie Wayne to throw to, and he was throwing him
targeted today 20 times, Mike.
Here it's again. Oh, what a great catch.
An amazing grab by Reggie Wayne right there. The play was reviewed by the booth because it was under 2 minutes. But as you can see, Wayne had his arm underneath. And now 2 plays later with 33 seconds left, Javaris James. We're tied up at 35 and headed to overtime. So on the Colts' second possession on a 3rd and 4, you have got to be kidding me.
Well, what a wonderful play by Michael Jenkins.
Great.
We watched this before with Ty Law when he was with the New England Patriots, dropping back, perfectly reading that play and making a play on the throw.
Sean Lee gets his second pick of the day. David Beeler from 38 yards away. The Cowboys have won 3 of 4 under interim head coach Jason Garrett. 38-35 the final. Meanwhile, more than a few Manning firsts here. The first time he's thrown back-to-back games with 2 pick sixes. The first time he's thrown 3 or more interceptions in 3 straight games. And the first time he's thrown 4 picks in 2 straight games. Dallas for the highlights of this matchup. And what a job Michael Jason Garrett has done as the interim head coach for the Dallas Cowboys.
Say what you will, he has got this team playing good football. And they played good football tonight. It just came up short.
Except for that.
Well, first play of the game, Deanna, we saw this against the Redskins as well. No one's prepared for this.
When Michael Vick is able to roll to his left and throw back across field, I don't think the entire NFL is prepared for a play like that.
Went 60 yards to Jackson, and Vick keeps it himself. Plus, he gets the one-handed jam. Eagles on top, 7-0. Cowboys, though, coming right back. A lot of fight. Kittler to Jason Witten for the 1-yard touchdown. Game tied up at 7. Second quarter, same score. And it's a Michael Vick. He picks up 6 yards, but he gets tattooed, Coach, by Anthony Spencer.
He does, and this is a designed rollout and movement play, but it didn't get called as a penalty.
How is that
for sure? Right there, a little excessive push right at the end. Should have been a penalty.
You hit Brayden Manning like that, you're getting arrested.
Look at Andy Reid. Andy Reid off the chart.
That's exactly what Andy Reid is telling the officials there, Dion. A couple of possessions later, it's Vick to Deshaun Jackson. And what a night this young man had. 37 yards to the 2-yard line.
Boy, you talk about a guy that's fast and a guy that's quick. That means I get quick. I get fast in a hurry.
Somebody better check Todd Herman's. It's the 2-yard touchdown to the big fella. The Eagles up 14-7. They left 14-10 at the half.
I like Michael rolling to his right. Doesn't do that a lot.
All right, then when Michael Vick rolls to his right, as you said, typically things haven't gone well. This one, though, not his fault. Jeremy Maclin should have squeezed him.
Got to catch that one. A little high, but that's a tougher throw. Going to his right. Doesn't complete a lot of passes, but got to catch that
Small receiver in the middle of the field, he knows he's going to take a hit.
Put your body on that ball, buddy.
Kitna dumps it off to Felix Jones, and he can get going for big plays. 36 yards down to the 2-yard line, and Jones finishing what he started.
Giving Philadelphia a taste of their own medicine. No one runs screens better than Philadelphia Eagles.
Cowboys on top, 20-14. The Eagles, though, coming right back on the first play of the very next drive. LaShawn McCoy, what a job he's done running between the tackles, and then he's so tough to get down once he finds some space.
He's not just an outside runner and a screen catcher. This guy runs in between the tackles. He's a physical guy, fast guy, does it all.
56 yards, 20-17. David Akers knocked home a field goal, and then prime it is Vick to Deshaun Jackson. They're both so tough to defend.
Let me tell you, as a cornerback, you never risk a play of this magnitude at this time of the game. Tight game, make the sure tackle. You know you're not going to get the pick, make the play.
And he was a flag there for us.
Shouldn't have been.
Like conduct, but he's not in the end zone.
Nice celebration.
Yeah, that is. That's a beautiful shot.
I think they're picking on him.
They called it a Ness T-plunge back in the day.
27-20, Eagles on top. Cowboys trying to get something going. Kitna is picked off by Demetri Patterson.
Boy, it's a little late coming out of that break. You got to come out of that break, put your foot in the ground, and drive through that defensive back. You got to protect your quarterback.
Led to a David Akers field goal. Here come the Cowboys again. Kitna scrambling for a key 10-yard gain on a 4th and 7. So Jerry Jones says, come on, boys, let's get it done.
Say what you want about John Kitna. He's earned a starting job somewhere next season for some team.
Kitna now to Witten. 22 yards in the touchdown. Witten's second TD of the game. Cowboys very much alive. 30-27. Philly on top.
Now you got to play defense. Get the ball back.
Nice job, though, by Philadelphia running a 4-minute offense. Michael McCoy with the 19-yard gain there. And then with 2:33 left, we're going to see Michael Vick scramble and stay in bounds.
Yeah, smart play right here, Michael Vick. He understands, hey, we want to keep the clock going. This sets up a 3rd and 1. They go and get the first down, and they're able to milk the clock after that. But McCoy gives the Philadelphia Eagles something we haven't seen in a long time, and that's this right here. It's the ability to run between the tackles, to finish a football game, to end the game, and send a team home. That's what McCoy does.
Let's go to Dallas, where Mike Shanahan started Rex Grossman's day. I don't know if you've heard that.
Excuse me?
Donovan McNabb still went out.
He was the captain.
Send a man out to be the captain.
Because he's got a C on his chest.
Man, please.
So Rex Grossman's pass.
C means cut at the end of the
day.
season.
Pick. Second possession of the game. And McNabb has a wide screen over the 20-yard line. So check that one out.
You think he said I told you?
That led to Kitna find Miles Austin for the score.
Nice play action pass.
Cowboys up 10-0. Rex did throw a touchdown pass, however, to make it 13-7. That's Kitna in the Wildcat at the top of the screen, everybody. To Shard Choice, direct snap to Felix Jones. Back to Kitna, who hits Jones for 32.
I like it. Jason Garrett. Nice play.
Where were these plays?
I was about to say Wade sitting home.
When Wade was coaching.
Where was that when I was coaching? 5 plays later, Kitna to Jason Witten.
When my face pops up, that means he's going prime time, I believe.
Yeah, 10 catches for 140 yards, Witten.
That may be enough.
He's Kitna's BFF. Third quarter, Grossman, 3rd and 8, inside his own red zone. Sacked, fumble, look out.
Briggs.
Jay Ratliff recovers the football. That led to a Tashard Choice touchdown, 27-7, but that's where Rex Grossman started to heat up and be the Rex that we all know. Or not. Grossman does begin to heat up, though. Anthony Armstrong.
That secondary
47 yards.
Is atrocious.
They've been good all year throwing the ball deep.
Grossman to Santana Moss, everybody.
That secondary of the Cowboys.
It's 30-14 now in the fourth quarter. Could Grossman make a Vic-like run on the Cowboys? Grossman to Santana Moss.
That secondary of the Cowboys.
They go for 2, and it's now a 1-possession game. Next Redskins possession after Cowboys 3 and out. 2nd and goal. Grossman to Chris Cooley.
We have a ball game.
We do. They tie it up on the 2-pointer. Say what you want, man. Grossman was balling out at this point in the second half.
Yes, he was. You got to give it to him.
Kitna, though, fouls Miles Austin with less than 2 minutes to go.
Big play.
First down of the Redskins 30. 55 ticks left again. In regulation, there's David Beeler. And Beeler... Oh, just snuck it in. Woo. So Grossman, 3rd and 1 with 13 ticks remaining. Does he have the cardiovascular endurance? Grossman.
Yep, you got it.
By Terrence.
You're going the wrong way, Terrence.
So
go
Grossman,
down. Go
322 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Bring it back.
But he had 2 interceptions.
Big ones.
And so let it start. I mean, it's over. McNabb's not. He's going to be the 3rd stringer the next couple of weeks. Making his 3rd career start here tonight against the Dallas Cowboys, who got the ball first for Jason Garrett. 4-2 as the interim head coach, trying to assure himself of a winning record as the interim head coach. But the second play of the game was a pick 6 by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, Prime.
And this guy has the ability to be one of the elite corners in the game. Miles Austin slips. He was very aggressive, made the play, and you know what he's going to do with it. Watch the hands, sit up under him, beat him to the spot. Now let's go to the house and do my dance.
7-0 for the homestanding Arizona Cardinals. Oh, he went high-stepping.
Yes, he's going prime time.
He went high-stepping. Next Cowboys possession, 8th play of the drive. This is a pick 6 now by Greg Toller off the tip drill off of Roy Williams' hands. Cardinals up 14-0. And Roy, who was questionable before the game, just couldn't hold on to it.
He was, and it was on the back shoulder. Now, John saw some defenders coming close, so it was a little bit behind Roy. But Johnny on the spot here. Greg Toller goes yard and beats the quarterback with his speed. They go up 14-0.
Way to get things going for your 3rd-string quarterback, Jerry Jones. Not liking it. He certainly wouldn't like this. John Skelton, the first-ever Fordham quarterback in the NFL. We're learning a Fordham man needs a good Citadel wide receiver to throw to. A wide-open Andre Roberts, 74 yards, and suddenly Ken Wisenhout has ordered a code red on the Cowboys. It's 21-3 on Christmas night. What happened here?
This is indicative of the way the secondary and Michael Jenkins have been playing throughout the year. A simple out-and-up route, beat him, tried to grab him, slipped and fell. Next thing you hear, 6.
Next drive, Sam Hurd. It's incomplete on the 10th play of a drive. John Kitna falls on his hip, and he would leave the game for a moment. It's a first down Cowboys because it was an offsides on Arizona. Next play, Stephen McGee comes in the game, hands it off to Marion Barber. McGee, the 4th-round pick from last year, first action as an NFL quarterback. Kitna comes back in on 4th down to find Jason Witten for the very first touchdown of the game for Dallas, and Kitna would leave to go into that locker room at halftime.
comes out of the locker room, could not go. So it's up to Stephen McGee in a game that he's now down by 8, handing off to Marion Barber, which worked very well.
This is what they needed to do now. Establish the ground game. They had a good day running the football with the young quarterback, second-year player that hasn't played before.
A 24-yard score for number 24, who took off his helmet, cost him 15 yards on the ensuing kickoff. Down by 4, it's Stephen McGee with his feet. Tack on 5 more for illegal contact down the field, and swish. Looks like LeBron in Staples Center today as well. Less than 2 minutes to go. Down by 4, Stephen McGee. It's incomplete on 4th down, but in comes the flag for pass interference. Fresh set of downs for the Dallas Cowboys, and Jerry Jones likes the call. With the fresh set of downs, what would they do? McGee would go up top to Miles Austin. Touchdown. How did that ball get through?
Perfect throw. Now he had to beat the free safety with the throw. He got it in there just in time. One of his 11 completions. Fantastic throw.
Oh, why are we showing the extra point?
Doink!
No, he didn't.
Beeler? Anyone? Beeler?
Okay.
So it's only a 2-point game for John Skelton. Worked some magic on 4th and long. Only catch of the game for Larry Fitzgerald. That keeps the drive alive. The Cardinals get it down to the Cowboys 25 and spike the ball. But here comes a flag. We thought it was a false start. If it was, the clock would have been run off with a 10-second runoff. Instead, it's just illegal motion. Move the ball 5 yards back for Jay Feely for the game winner. He got it with 5 ticks to go. And the Cardinals on Christmas night win an absolute University of Phoenix barn burner. Stephen McGee set up to be the hero. Instead, it is Jay Feely with the roof open on Christmas night. It was a heck of a ball game. I called it months ago when it was on the schedule. It would be John Skelton out-dueling Stephen McGee in the end for the Arizona Cardinals. Both teams now 5-10.
And the Giants have no one to blame but themselves for making all those mistakes.
Cowboys led by Stephen McGee. The Eagles led by Kevin Cobb. First quarter, no score. Cobb to Jason Avant, 21-yard Eagle gain. First down at the Dallas 18. Second quarter, same drive, 5 plays later. Cobb avoiding the pressure, buying some time, eventually finding Chad Hall wide open in the back of the end zone for a 4-yard Philly touch.
He's certainly not Mike Vick, but he is a pretty good athlete to play.
And DeMarcus Ware. Cobb stripped by Anthony Spencer.
Where's that been
That's
on
Ware
here?
with the touch.
Not DeMarcus Ware, but the defense. Well,
there's DeMarcus Ware one more time.
The defense has been bad all season.
How about again? A loss of 8.
This is why I think the Eagles may have a little bit of trouble in the postseason.
Well, they don't have the starting right tackle in the end.
Roy Williams caught it. He had about 6 chances there, and he almost kicked it. 4 drops.
I think you could actually describe that as him kicking that opportunity.
That wasn't a drop kick, Bill? No?
And the Cowboys win in Philadelphia. Stephen McGee leads his team past Kevin Cobb and the Eagles 14-13.